Pochettino didn't take the USMNT job to beat England or France. He took it because he's the only coach alive who knows how to stop Mexico from destroying America's soul. Every analyst is running simulations about USMNT versus Germany in the quarters. They are missing the trapdoor sitting right underneath the entire tournament. The 2026 World Cup is hosted across USA, Mexico, and Canada. The CONCACAF rivals could, mathematically, realistically, meet in the round of 16 or the quarterfinals. On home soil, in front of a split stadium. Think about what that atmosphere actually looks like. Half the crowd chanting for Mexico, half screaming for the United States, and the pressure lands entirely on the team that's supposed to be better. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to say out loud. In the modern era, El Tri has been the psychological anchor tied to USMNT's ankle every single time it mattered. The Hex qualifying campaigns, the Gold Cup finals, the CONCACAF Nations League. Mexico has lived rent-free inside American football's head for 30 years. But that's not even the strangest part. The strangest part is that by 2026, the USMNT might genuinely be the better team on paper, younger, faster, technically superior through Pulisic, Reina, Musa, McKennie. And that makes the mental trap even more dangerous. When you're expected to win, the fear of losing to that one opponent doesn't shrink, it doubles. Favorites crack. Underdogs fly. So why Pochettino? Because this is a manager who took Spurs to a Champions League final, who thrives on building siege mentality, on making his squad feel like the world is against them even when they're the favorite. He will have spent months quietly drilling into this group that Mexico is not just a rival. It is a psychological stress test that exposes every weakness in your culture, your identity, your belief. He will have prepared them for exactly that noise. And on Mexico's side, El Tri arrive in 2026 under enormous pressure of their own. A co-host nation expected to go deep, a fan base that demands miracles, and a squad in genuine transition. My prediction is this matchup, if it lands, will be decided in the first 15 minutes of psychological warfare, not the last 15 of football. I think the USA gets through it narrowly, messily, probably on a set piece or a Pulisic moment of individual brilliance. But I also think it leaves visible scars going into the next round, and that is the bracket trap nobody is preparing for. The team that survives that CONCACAF civil war arrives in the quarterfinals emotionally drained against a fresh European side that watched the whole thing from a hotel room. That is the real danger. That is the puzzle Pochettino is solving right now. If you think the biggest threat to USMNT's 2026 run is Brazil or Spain, you haven't been paying attention. Subscribe, and tell me in the comments. Do you think USA survives the Mexico bracket trap? Or does El Tri end the dream on American soil?